This is an ANKER 5-in-1 power plug adapter with built-in USB charger. So the specific model here is A92A2. I was sent this to review for free. If you wanted to purchase it, it would cost you about $12. They haven't paid me for my review, and my opinion remains my own. So in the box, you get a tiny little declaration of conformity and FCC statement with a user's guide QR code if you need one, and the actual European travel adapter. So this will plug into European EU sockets, and it has a plug-in here as well as a grounded plug-in there, so you can plug two devices into this. And you do have to be careful. This plugs into a 220-volt electric circuit, so anything you plug into these has to be universal voltage compatible. So it has to be able to go up to 240 volts, otherwise you will fry it. Now, in addition to adapting a European to US style plugs, it also has built into it 15-watt USB power adapter. So it's not a super strong power adapter, but it gives you a couple of USB ports and a USB-A port so you can charge some devices. Alright, I went to the QR code and looked up the specifications. This plug does not adapt voltage. It's rated at 13 amps, so basically you can put a lot of watts through this guy because it's 240 volts. There's a little tiny light that lights up here, and it's very difficult to see because it's not very bright at all. So you could leave this in a bedroom and probably not at all be annoyed by this indicator light. So I like the fact that the indicator light is very dim, just because sometimes you don't want a bright light shining around a room. Alright, so I have this plugged into the USB-A port. It is delivering 5.17 volts. I turned on my 3 amp load. The voltage sagged just slightly to 4.91 volts. It's drawing 3 amps, and so our power going through this guy is right at the 15 watts that it specifies. Now, if I draw the amp up higher, I'm able to get a little higher than the 15 watts they specify. So, you know, I've seen it hit 16. So it's basically a 15 watt power adapter, and it definitely meets that 15 watt rating. Now, the USB-C ports also deliver 5 volts. They are not USB-C power delivery. They're just kind of a USB-C outlet that has 5 volts available on it. And when I'm drawing 3 amps through that, it does exactly the same behavior. So basically, all of 3 of these ports are connected to the same power supply. It delivers 5 volts. It can provide up to 3 amps. And the number of devices you plug in there, you're only getting 15 watts out shared amongst all the devices. Now, I like the fact this has the full round adapter here, and it has the grounding strip. So this guy on the top is ungrounded, but this guy here, that is a grounded outlet. And I like the fact this is the full round plug because that goes into the European sockets very nicely and has a very positive connection. It won't wiggle around like some of the adapters that just have the 2 prongs with kind of a trapezoidal shape. Alright, so this is a very nice, solidly built European power adapter. You can do something small like a shaver and a laptop. And in addition to that, you get the 15-watt USB charger. You got a USB-A port and 2 USB-C ports. It's only 15 watts, it's only 5 volts shared among all the ports, but it's nice for just charging devices up. So if you take the cost of a generic pass-through plug adapter and the cost of an inexpensive 15-watt USB charger and combine them, that's basically what you're paying here. And it's a nice, solid package. Everything works the way it's supposed to. It feels good. It feels like it's well made. You know, good brand. So I think it's definitely worth paying this price for this product.